So I was browsing through a local free page on Facebook the other day, and I saw this treadmill. Boom. And so looking at the description, the guy said he bought it at an auction, sight unseen, got it home, and realized that the power cord was missing. And so he posted some pictures, and it looks like, yeah, the power cord just got pinched and cut and whatnot. So my wife and I went and picked it up today and got it home, and I immediately figured out what happened. When the thing's folded up, it's got a wheel back there and a wheel on the other side, and then was supposed to have two wheels up here. These wheels were missing. And so, of course, I 3D printed some replacements, just modeled up a few circles and 3D printed them. But here is what the power cord looks like. So you can definitely tell it's pretty mangled, chewed up. Up here it's almost split. And I'm guessing what happened is someone was trying to move this thing. Because these wheels were missing, this whole frame was sitting on the ground. This power cord got underneath it, and they just drug it. And so it just chewed up all that. So that should be a pretty straightforward fix. But the thing is absolutely filthy. So I don't know what the actual surface under here looks like. I mean, it's very dusty right now. But I know treadmills, you're supposed to kind of lube under there just to prevent extra wear on the belt. The other thing, when we were loading it up, we noticed that the wires that go up in here, Nat got it too. So there's 3 or 4 wires that are busted. So I'm gonna have to try to get that out too and just make some splices. So pretty straightforward stuff. Look at my wheels rolling across my dirty shop floor. But it moves pretty easy now. But that's on the agenda. So I don't really know what I'm getting into. Should be pretty straightforward. Just some wiring repairs, and hopefully it'll just fire up. We'll see. Okay, so there was 3 screws along here and then 1 on each side, and they just hold this top cover on. So this just lifts right up, set that off. And you can see the power cord goes in. There's a little bit of a wire retention here. Comes in, and we got the black wire that goes to this switch. We got the white wire that goes to the board with just a spade connector on it. And the green wire, looks like it just goes down and screws in right there. So it's gonna be a real straightforward repair. I think I actually have a power cord from something else that I salvaged that may even have the right gauge wiring. For this loom down here, here I can kind of get these out. You can see those split there. But this just runs in through the bottom, and it's these wires here. I should be able to unplug that and hopefully get this entire thing maybe out through that hole in the bottom. That way I'll be able to work it a little easier. I got the broken power cord out, and I got my signal cables out. Had to pull the control board out, and it's just sitting over there. And then I vacuumed all of the leaves and junk out of there. So get a better look at these. There's a bundle of wires there. So it's this one that has the black shielding on it, and it's just completely split in a couple places. So that's fun. I think somehow I can get this open, so I'll be able to hopefully get this shielding off. I might be able to get that clamp out. I don't know. I'm gonna try to get this stripped down. Okay, so this little strain relief, you can see right there, that little lip, it hooks in under that lip. So you close it down like this, and it snaps in place. And it pinches the wire in there just to keep it from pulling out. So same style, it's used here and here. So try to get that one off without breaking it, and I'm gonna see if I can get that out. Okay, I got it. It's cut all the way through there, and basically split all but, what, 2, 3 wires there. So I was able to get that out. I don't think there's enough wire length. Well, I don't know, maybe there is. There might be enough wire length here where I can just cut here, you know, clip those, and just make these splices. And then I'll just move my clamp up, you know, to here to clamp back in there. So that's probably what I'll do. That way I don't have to splice in a short section of wire. I think I've got some real small heat shrink that should fit all of these fine and not create too much bulk. But I'm gonna get to trimming, so this is gonna be pretty boring work. I won't video it. It's just gonna be stripping, soldering, and heat shrinking wires. Okay, I got the first wire of the bundle soldered and heat shrinked. Gonna just continue on. The heat shrink will add just a little bit of bulk right in that area, but I'm trying to keep my solder joints fairly short. You know, needs to be able to flex, and I don't want real long solder joints. But I plan on using some of the hard jacket that I stripped off. I'm just going to slice it, and down here I've got the braided stuff on there, and then I've got some larger heat shrink down here, a long section of it that I'll just put over the top to hopefully give it a little bit of abrasion resistance. But I'm just going to keep at it. All right, guys, so I got all of the solder splices complete. Now I'm going to take and split some of this hard sheathing and slide it over there just to protect those a little bit. And then I'll feed this bigger heat shrink and the braided cover back down over it. Okay, here's the new cord. I've got spade connectors crimped on and a eyelet for the ground. I've got the strain relief clamped back on there, ready to go back in. For this loom, I remembered that one of the power supplies that I bought for my old 3D printer had a bunch of extra wire that I wasn't going to use for that particular purpose. So I'd cut all of the extra wiring off, and it had some of this braided stuff on there. So I got a new piece, a non-torn piece on there. And that's all back in place. Everything's hooked back up. Just waiting on this cord. Okay, let's get it plugged in and see what happens. I'm gonna take this little run switch off just so it doesn't start automatically. A little key. Okay, so plugged in, we've got power. Turn it. Okay, I just turned it off. Reset it. Oh, look at that. It is powering on. It still has all of the like screen protector stickers. Great. Look at that. It's an Android. Safety key removed. Let's put the safety key in place. Huh. Monterey Coastal Trail. I kind of don't want to start. I'm going to do a manual because this belt is super dirty. Oh, it's going. Well, it's working. This is pretty awesome. So I'm going to get it buttoned back up and then spend a few hours probably cleaning it. I did notice there's this one spot on the belt that is torn, and I don't know if a new belt is like $120, which getting this whole thing for free I could probably do, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep it yet. But I don't know if like a piece of duct tape on the back side of there would work, or if there's some glue. I don't know. But I'm gonna get it buttoned back up. It's pretty awesome that that's all it was. For, you know, a lot of people that's pretty intimidating, but wire splices, solder heat shrink is pretty straightforward. It's a very good skill to have, and it makes it so you can fix stuff like this. So I think that's gonna be it for this one, guys. It works. The rest of it is kind of just normal housekeeping maintenance of a treadmill, which is kind of boring. The only thing I didn't test out was the incline function. but everything else seems to work, so I'm sure that'll work just fine. If you like what I do, make sure to give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave it down below. If you have any tips on repairing this belt or strengthening it or whatever you want to call it, patching it, gluing it, fixing the rip, questions or comments down below, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and until next time, we'll see you later.